Hey everyone, doing a video today as ACR Protect Andrew and talking with Tin Man Metal, fellow metalhead. Had done a couple of videos and some other people have too. There's some, I wouldn't say trend, but thing going around. You know, it's a three and flee kind of thing. Like, what three firearms would you grab apart from your other kit and bug out emergency preparedness stuff, whatever, you know, all that stuff. But for the focus of those videos, you know, the three basically like firearms that you would pick to take with you when you had to, you know, evacuate. So first off, I mean, we have to understand what the context is, you know, what kind of situation it is, because there's a myriad of different situations based on various threat levels and severities and everything else. So majority of them, there's no fleeing involved. But in the very exigent, the very low probability, statistically, bracket of situations that could prompt a evacuation, just grabbing what you have and going, for the sake of brevity and in that nuance, kind of go over, I guess, what my picks would be. So first off would be, what are you carrying on you every day? Obviously, here's a Glock. Bare bones, simple, no frills. If I need, let me grab something. If I need a light on it, there you go. Old school, works fine, no issues. Prefer to have full-size Glock, but you know what? You may not have that choice or whatever. Or if you can get to your home and switch things out, it would go to a standard full-size, full-frame, standard-size Glock. Either way, that would be number one, because that's what you have on you, correct? Other options. I've done videos on other rifles and things of preference and ownership. You know, the second choice would be a toss-up between a reliable in all kinds of extreme exigent conditions, and here in the North Midwest, it is deep winter right now, and that goes on for 6 to 8 months out of the year, over the season. So a reliable platform, mine happens to be either a short stroke piston AR that has a 5 power, or is a 5x fixed magnification prism optic, poor man's ACOG. It's got a standard vertical foregrip for a hand stop, has a light, simple. Or AK. Zastava, you know, I have a ZPAP M70 AK, Serbian AK, you keep whatever, AK-103, whatever you have. That thing is bare bones for me, and I can run it just fine, no issues. Something reliable, something that is a workhorse combat rifle. Whatever's your flavor, you know, that's just what I prefer for a setup, but it's whatever. I have no problem running irons. If I have the optic for the other platform capability, I'll run it. That's fine. Third option would be my FAL. If you have a battle rifle or something like that, that would be a viable option as well. A, because of the cartridge, your 308, your standard 308 Winchester or 7.62x51 NATO, and with the other rifle options, standard 5.56 NATO, or, you know, 7.62x39 is common enough, and or if you have enough of a surplus of for yourself for sustainability, which I've done a video on about in depth, discussing ammunition logistics and how much ammo you should have, you can grab either of them and go. But for the sake of cross-compatibility and commonality of cartridges, that would be the third option, is battle rifle. Doesn't matter what type. You want to use an AR-10, use an AR-10. You want to use a G3, use a G3. Or PTR-91, whatever. Those would be the options. Again, based on what I know works in my area, what can hold up to the environment, conditions otherwise, whether you need commonality of ammo or whatever, and then go from there. The FAL also has irons. If you can't shoot out to 500 yards or 500 meters, whatever, on irons, you either suck or you're going to need something to aid you because your vision is bad. In that case, go with something with an optic. But if you don't need that, irons are totally fine. Been using them in combat application for over 100 years. Well over 100 years at this point. So, they're fine. You should know how to shoot irons out to 500. I digress. Those would be my main options. But of course, there's always other exigent things. And Tin Man Metal had brought up one thing for his preference of book, something for cultural and societal and whatever foundational meat and potatoes, some context, something to discuss with others and share with others and kind of keep a groundwork of social stability, possibly legal code, whatever else. Apart from having a copy of the U.S. Constitution with you, he chose a Bible. I choose this, the Havamal. Lots of great teachings in here. Say, for example, stanza 15. A noble man should be silent, thoughtful, and bold in battle, but every man should also be cheerful and happy till the inevitable day of death. Or stanza 70. Better to be alive, no matter what, than dead. Only the living enjoy anything. I saw fire burning for a rich man, and he lay dead outside the door. Just stuff like that. That's what the Havamal is basically, for a different belief system, is basically your teachings of ethics and moral and daily conduct and assisting your community and being a pillar, being a peer, all those things. Same thing is taught in various fashion in any number of works. You want to take a Tao Te Ching with you? Fine. You want to take the Bhagavad Gita with you? Fine. It doesn't matter. Something like that is actually really useful. And this is my preference. This is my choice. If it's not yours, that's fine. But sharing thoughts and ideas in a constructive way and something that you can impart with knowledge and, again, conduct and social framework, any of that is helpful in a situation where you're basically having to start over from the ground up. So, something to consider and think about. Yeah. So that kind of rounds it up here. I don't have to show everything off. I've done videos on other stuff, and everybody knows what stuff looks like. So, it just is what it is. So, figured I'd do a video on that, since people asked kind of my take on it. And that's my take on it. Other than that, obviously, essential tools. Hatchet, good knives, that stuff. Also music. If you can afford to bring an instrument with you, or you have enough means to source power to, a little portable CD player or something, music goes a long way as well. It's a morale boost. It's a universal language. It's a means to tell stories, whether nonfiction or fiction. It's a mean to entertain. And there will be periods of time where that's essential, So if you have an acoustic guitar, bring it. If you have whatever, bring it, Doesn't have to be electronics or anything, but, I'm a big collector of CDs and stuff still. So being able to bring a little bit of music with, which I did on long distance work trips over the years as well, where you're out and about for long periods of time. It's really nice to have. So something else to consider. Yeah, I think that about covers everything I wanted to talk about. So that would be the Three and Flee. I don't know where that name came from, but not the best connotation to it, but I digress. That is the Three and Flee discussion from my little corner of the world and my 1 cent of input. So, hope everyone's having a great week and have a great weekend. Stay safe. Metal up. Out.